Hello and welcome to Wired In. I'm Diana Galata with Hampton City Schools. I'm pleased today to be joined by Angelina Lipford, who is the academic coordinator for Bridgeport Academy. Welcome.
Thank you for having me on the show.
I'm excited to learn a little bit more about Bridgeport Academy, but let's first start with you. Tell us about your background, where you grew up, where you went to high school and college.
Okay, I'm actually a product of Hampton Institute, then Hampton Institute, now Hampton University, and Hampton City Schools. I graduated from Hampton High School in '79, finished Virginia State University, and got a master's degree from Old Dominion University.
So where did you go to elementary and junior high? In Hampton as well?
I went to Phoenix.
Wow.
Yeah, it's torn down. I went to Phoenix over there off of Shell Road. And then, let's see, junior high was Lindsay.
Okay. The Lindsay that exists
yes,
today.
Lindsay Lions.
Lindsay Middle School Lions.
Yes.
Great. So tell us a little bit about the career path that has taken you to where you are now as academic coordinator of Bridgeport Academy.
Okay, I've actually been with Hampton City Schools for about 25 years now, and I started here at the then TV Media Resource Center. I eventually became a job coach with special education, went into teaching English, and then I taught special education for a while. I became a dean and assistant principal, and now I'm an academic coordinator.
So dean and assistant principal, I'm assuming at the high school level?
I was a dean at Bethel High School,
Okay.
and then I was an assistant principal at Phoebus High School, and then I transferred to Bethel High School again. So at Bethel, I actually taught, was a dean and an assistant principal there at some point.
Great. So Bridgeport Academy, not everyone really understands the concept of Bridgeport Academy and what you offer your students there. So tell us a little bit about Bridgeport Academy and what you offer for our kids.
Okay, Bridgeport Academy serves students grades 3 through 12, and we have students who are taken out of their home schools for various reasons, normally disciplinary reasons. We also have students that return to our community from alternative placements. We follow the same curriculum as all the other schools in Hampton City Schools, and we also push our kids to pass the SOLs. We're a much more structured environment than most schools. Every day that our kids come to school, they come through a metal detector. We're not looking for major weapons or anything like that, but we do search our kids because they're not allowed to have cell phones and things of that nature. We also have our uniform school, so that our elementary students wear polo shirts and khaki pants, and our middle school students wear dress slacks or skirts with blue shirts, dress shirts, and our high school students wear a white shirt, so that we're always able to tell who's where in the building at any given time. We're very strict with the dress code, and everything is just very structured. I think people would be very surprised that we don't have a lot of students in the hallways. We do have the PBIS system in our program, and our students are allowed to earn their way out of dress code.
So tell our viewers a little bit more about PBIS. It's more intervention.
PBIS is an intervention program, and in our particular case, our students come in and they're all on different levels. So at level 1, you're still in your uniform. There's certain things that you have to conform to on a daily basis. Your uniform has to be organized. You have to have your materials. You have to come to school ready to learn. And as they graduate to higher levels, then they're given different privileges. They can use their points to buy things from our store, or they can have their uniforms changed out to regular clothes. And it just depends on the student and how fast and how well they adhere to our expectations.
So are the students receiving a little bit more one-on-one or more small group instruction at Bridgeport?
Yes, they do. We have, our class sizes average about 15 students. Typically with elementary, we may go up to 10, and the system has been, when I say the system, I mean Student Services, has been very good with working with us to maintain small class sizes. In the elementary class, we don't like to go over 10 students because they have 3 different curriculums to follow. In middle schools, we do approximately 12 students per class, and in high school we can go up to 15. In our high school classes, we also offer the Edgenuity classes so that students can more easily transfer over, and we can keep as many classes going for them that they had in their regular schools as we can.
So are you finding the more one-on-one or smaller classes is a real benefit for the students?
I think that the smaller classes help with the students because the teachers get to know them better. And so we're more able to, one, address their disciplinary concerns. We have a lot of students that need more personalized attention in terms of how you meet them and meet their needs. So I think that that's one of the major pluses that we have. We get to know our students more intimately, so we also get to know our families more intimately.
So I know there have been some success stories that have come from Bridgeport. So tell us a little bit about one or two of those success stories.
Let's see, I think our major success occurred my first year there. We had a young man whose family brought him up from North Carolina, and he had difficulties with drug and alcohol abuse. So he came to us and he hit a few bumps in the road, but he stayed with us and he stuck it out, and we were able to help him graduate. Once he left us, he returned to South Carolina, and his mother called. Actually, it was his grandmother. She called to tell us, "Oh, Lord, I can't believe he's graduated. We're so excited." 2 weeks after that, she called and said he was gainfully employed, so we were all very excited about that. His goal was to go into the Navy, so we got together and wrote him letters of support. And about a month after that, he enrolled in the Navy. He enlisted, rather, in the Navy. And a couple of years ago, he came back and he was driving his new car in uniform just to say thank you. So I think that was the most positive. We've had several students graduate, and most of our students that return to their home schools stay at their home schools and do well. We had one elementary student whose principal was really unsure if he was ready to come back, and he did, and he passed all of his SOLs when he returned, so we were very excited. We actually kept him for an extra semester to make sure that he was ready to return and do well.
So how does that make you feel as the building administrator when you see that success, someone who struggles and has benefited from the education, the relationships at Bridgeport, and they come back and they're successful? How does that make you feel as a building administrator?
As a building administrator, it's very exciting, but I think the best part is when you see your staff respond to these kids when they come back and they want to go and thank their teachers directly, because our building operates very much as a team. No one of us is any greater than the other. So it's always very much a team success story, and everybody is excited. At the end of the year, as we'll do this year, we celebrate the seniors that are with us, and it's just so much excitement from third grade all the way up. So everything we do, it's pretty much a daily success when we see kids do well. So we're very blessed with that.
So any other pieces of good news? I know last school year, the students initiated a project in front of the school with some landscaping and flowers.
Yes.
Anything else like that you'd like to share about Bridgeport?
Well, we hosted a year or so ago an opportunity for our young men to address city councilmen and several other people. And they came in and actually sat with the boys, and the purpose of that was for them to listen. For our city councilmen and mayors and the police chief, and everyone came over and just listened to the boys. That was very successful because the young men had the opportunity to express their thoughts about everything ranging from girls to drugs to just things that are available in the city. And that was very exciting for us. We'll host that again this year, and maybe we'll invite you all to come out and see how that goes.
That would be great. When is that? Have you scheduled a date
We've
yet?
not scheduled it yet. More than likely, it'll be in late April or May.
Okay, great. Well, is there anything else you want to share about Bridgeport?
The only thing I think I would like to share is I think people would be very surprised. I think that anytime you think of an alternative ed setting, you automatically think that it will be wild and out of control. And actually, we're probably one of the calmest buildings in the city because of the way we run things. So I would invite any staff members that if they'd like to come by and check us out, to please do. And any parents that have concerns about their children attending an alternative setting, I'd be happy for them to drop by without notice, just to come over and see how we operate.
Well, that's great. Well, we appreciate you joining us today to share a little bit about Bridgeport. A lot of people don't have much information about Bridgeport, so it's
Yes.
great when someone could come in and share with us one-on-one exactly how the school is operated. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for watching Wired In. Have a great week.